Mastering watercolor technique is an important part of becoming proficient at the art form, as watercolor is the most trickiest medium and also hard to handle, but once it's handled correctly it can be versatile and flexible and is certainly worth pursuing. Welcome to the first part of tips for mastering watercolor. So, without any further ado, let's get started. This whole series will be divided into 3 parts. In each part I will cover 6 important tips and tricks that will help you to improve your analytics in watercolor. Tip number 1. Buy a range of brushes. It is important that to start watercolor you must have a range and variety of brushes like round, flat, liner, etc. for different areas, strokes, and detailing. Your choices will depend on how large or small you work. I'd also recommend getting hold of brushes that are smaller than you think you'll use. These will come in handy for those little details you don't anticipate. At beginning, buy the things which fits to your budget. Tip number 2. It's important to invest in good quality watercolor. It will last longer and won't yellow or degrade as much over time. There are lots of different brands and levels available in stores and online. The one that I recommended the most is Camlin Artists watercolor tubes or color cakes. This is widely available at a cheaper and affordable price. It is ideal for beginners and professionals too. I'm using this since I started watercolor. If you wanna buy it, then check the links in the description, and trust me, it is worth buying. Tip number 3, explore dry versus wet. There are 2 major factors to consider when painting with watercolors, wet and dry. There are many ways to paint in watercolor, and as you try them, you'll find the ones that work best for you. For me, the wet technique is best and it increases my workflow. I'll make a dedicated video on this video soon, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel and turned on all notifications, so that you'll never miss an update. Tip number 4, work from light to dark. Another important watercolor technique to remember is that you're working from light to dark. This means that anything you're keeping white or light in your painting needs to stay that way for the whole duration of the work. Build your values up layer by layer to arrive at the effect you want. This does take a lot of planning, but the results will be worth it. Tip number 5, stock up on paper towels or tissue paper. This is one of the important kit that one artist should have. This helps to soak up colors in some areas to give highlights and correcting mistakes or redirecting the paint. Coming towards the final, tip number 6, splatter your watercolor. One handy trick to add some energy to your watercolor painting is to use a splatter watercolor technique. As you've seen that I'm using this trick in almost every video to make the artwork look artistic and can help suggest water spray or floating dust. This method is a bit unpredictable, but can yield some very fun results, so I'd urge you to give it a try. That's it for today. If this video made you help, then like, comment down below. I'll make more parts soon. Bye bye. See you in the next one. Have a great day.